Hi, I'm Kelly DesRoches, and this is Tower Talks. We are filming here at the Tower Club in Fort Lauderdale. And for those of you who don't know what the Tower Club is, it is a private membership-only club in the middle of downtown Fort Lauderdale. I recently partnered up with the founder of Ion Channel, Jack Namer, who is also a member of the Tower Club, to highlight the members and their industries and companies. With that being said, I would like to introduce the president and CEO of Winterfest, Lisa Scott-Founds.
Hi, Kelly. I love being here at the Tower Club. I love being a member of the Tower Club. Been, probably over 20 years now. And in fact, my father helped build this building, so it has a lot of heart and emotional soul for me.
Wow, that's amazing. Yes, because the Tower Club has been here for 50 years, so so you are born and raised in Fort Lauderdale, correct?
Our general baby.
Wow. And I just wanted to know a little bit more about Winterfest, how it started and how you became involved in being the president and CEO of Winterfest.
Great, I'd love to share. Winterfest started very organically. A gentleman by the name of Kay Pearson had this great idea to go out with friends during the holidays. And it really took off. So ultimately in the 80s, they were able to incorporate into Winterfest Inc. So it has really been around for 54 years, started in 1971.
Wow, amazing.
Well, so for me, I got involved in 1987. However, I've watched every single parade as a little girl. I grew up in Rio Vista, not on the water, but my family would spend one day a year with me. And that, well, I mean, it sounds bad, one day a year, but literally they would play with me one day a year because they were a lot older than I was. So I was 16 years younger than my oldest sister and 9 years away from my next closest kid. So we would go to the shores and I have my little ham sandwiches or, you know, blanket and whatever have you, and just have a great time to watch the parade because my mom always found out when it was. From that, I realized, wow, this brought my family together. It brings so many people together. And this is when it started in Port Everglades. Passing by the bridge and the Fort Lauderdale Yacht Club and 15th Street Fisheries and Pier 66 and a lot of, you know, excitement. And I just loved it. So when I graduated from college, I decided I want to volunteer for Winterfest. Best decision I ever made. Got to meet so many great people and learn so much about the organization, and seeing now in my life today how it's grown so immensely is just so proud. It's such a proud moment.
Yeah, and I also did a little research of myself. So Winterfest actually brings in $50 million per year.
We do.
To Broward County.
We have an economic impact of $50 million. If you think about the 12 miles of this parade, now today it starts near the Performing Arts Centers where our staging. The beginning is at the Stranahan House. It goes all the way to Pompano, so we're in 2 cities. And you think about 12 miles, all of the restaurants, all of the hotels, the people with the house parties, the charitable parties, everybody coming in just to see this one-day live spectator event is incredible. When you think about over 1 million people lining the shores. And then we do a TV show with Channel 7 so people can see it afterwards or if they miss something, or of course the boaters get to see themselves when we air the television show.
And I've actually been lucky enough to be in the parade in 2024. The Dining Divas and I, we had a yacht that we decorated. We spent like over 5 hours decorating our own yacht, and we actually won Best Lighting.
You did. You girls did a great job. And you know, thinking about the 50 million, you probably had a lot of food on that boat, and you had entertainment. You think what you spent in the decorations. So you think some of these larger vessels, they're spending upwards of $50,000 just for the night to make sure that they're putting on a good show for everyone. So the DJs that are getting hired and the entertainers, and then I look also, aside from bringing in the money, the value of the choreography and the entertainment that families are doing. They work so hard to make sure that they're putting on a good show. And so it's one day of this amazing free, you know, fabulous entertainment.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. I think it's great for the community to bring everyone together. Again, 1 million eyes and all the yachts and the boats and everyone that comes together. It's just a great thing.
Years ago, I'm just thinking, with Publix, it's their largest one day in the areas near the parade in their deli department. So you think about all of the food that they're supplying for many house parties. The boaters are having parties. We have 5,000 boaters out there. You know, and then you think about the gas that's going into these boats. you know, the efforts that, you know, really put together. It's not just a pop-up parade where, you know, all of a sudden one day you decide, oh, let's just do a boat parade, but there's so much work that goes into this.
Oh, I bet,
I
yeah.
mean, we have 50 board members.
Yeah.
We have 350 volunteers that we use. And Winterfest is obviously the signature event, but we work hard all year long on doing many different kinds of events.
Right, and for instance, the black tie ball. So that's one of the, I've been to so many different charity events in the community of Fort Lauderdale, but I've never ever seen anything like the black tie ball, and it's always themed. Yeah. This 2024 was the Lion King themes. Before that was Moulin Rouge,
right?
And like every year is so spectacular.
So speaking about the Seminole Hard Rock Winterfest Black Tie Ball, that is the largest black tie in all of Broward County. We had over 1,300 people last year, and the Seminole Hard Rock actually produces with their team this show. Not only are they an amazing sponsor, obviously, of the boat parade, but we're so lucky that they've really changed the dynamics of our gala. So we also are able to work with Broadway across America. They like to showcase a show that's actually coming to our Broward Center. So they give us choices of, you know, something that they can work with us and we can help promote. So like you said, we did Moulin Rouge, we've done Chicago, Phantom of the Opera, Kinky Boots, and then last year Lion King was completely over the top. And I love that Ion South Florida is always there for us, showcasing what we do. But it's just an over-the-top event. But that's not our only event. We start off at the Marriott Harbor Beach with our launch party where we're launching the theme, and we have area restaurants that come out, and it's for our corporate sponsors and board of directors and all of the supporters that help make Winterfest what it is. So we move on from there to a Savor the Season at Steve Saver's home, working with the Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival. So it's nice when we can partner with other organizations as well. Then we have the largest Family Fun Day. So 6,000 people last year. Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital and Publix, they're involved in that. And it's so beautiful because we can work with the Museum of Discovery and Science. And they allow all the families that were at our event in at no charge.
Oh, wow.
So we had over 1,900 families, kids, you know, adults last year coming in at no charge at the end of the day. So that really makes our Family Fun Day super special.
Nice.
Then we go into the Black Tie Gala. Like I said, 1,300 people, and Broward Health helps us with that, and Hotwire. We also then move into a skipper's meeting. So the boat parade, like I said, doesn't just happen. Our skipper's meeting is for those of whom that are participating in the parade. So it's all of the captains, boat owners, and then we have all of the law enforcement telling everybody what to expect. You know, the tides, because every year it's so different, and the currents and things of that nature, just making that, you know, safety is our first priority.
Right.
And then we obviously have a Grand Marshal every year, a celebrity Grand Marshal, and obviously the Seminole Hard Rock helps us with that, just their entertainment base. So the Grand Marshal is super special. They're on the boat with us, but the night before the parade, we have a reception. So again, that is for our board members, our supporters, those of whom that really make Winterfest happen. Lots of entertainment that evening. So it's just an exciting night to say that Winterfest is around the corner. And then the next day, big VIP area that the Riverside Hotel helps us with, and we're working with Stranahan House. And then we also have a parade viewing area that Nicholas Children's Health helps us produce that. So anybody that would like to be a sponsor or a partner of ours, we'd love to open the doors to that beautiful area because it's right at the beginning of the boat parade. And we've got our judges there. That's where we film with Channel 7, and Ion's got some filming going on there. So it's really a super vibrant area.
Amazing. Yeah, so how, if somebody wanted to be a sponsor or have their own boat in the boat parade or donate?
It's super easy to be a participant. We've got a great website, winterfestparade.com.
Okay.
It's only $35 to enter a private boat in the parade.
Okay.
So it's not a costly matter because we really cherish everybody because they're out there decorating the boats and they're, you know, like I said, doing the choreography, and you know, you had the experience.
Yeah.
and so we are just so grateful for those of whom that participate in the parade, that it's not about the money for us. It's really just about creating the TV element and the show on the water and the free event that's highest quality ever.
Right, and then isn't it one of the top 20 parades right above like the Macy's parade and the Disney parade.
Yes,
and
we
the
were
Rose Bowl.
with the International Festival Events Association in USA Today. They nominated us as one of the top 20 parades in the entire world. Now, to put that in perspective, there are over 50,000 parades in the entire country. So being in the top 20 is really a major, undertaking and deal for us. So we're so elated about that.
That's amazing. And did you already know what the theme of the black tie ball is this year? Or it's coming up soon, I know,
so
right?
We're waiting to hear from Broadway across America so they can try to highlight some of the plays that are coming to our Broward Center, and then we'll be able to choose from that with our team at the Hard Rock.
Okay, nice. Yeah, because I've been to the black tie event the last 3 years, and it's the most spectacular event I've been to in my life.
It's
so
a
I can't
lot
wait
of
for this
work.
one. Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun, and it's great to see everybody being able to kick off the holiday season together. So it's so interesting. We, as a boat parade started in Port Everglades, as I mentioned earlier. At that time, we were able to add 350,000 people to be able to see it from the shores of the New River and at no charge. So that's such a beautiful thing. And if anybody hasn't seen the staging during the day of the boat parade, we've got another 350,000 people down there that are able to watch the parade at no charge, obviously. And I love being a free event and just sharing that with everybody because you don't get to see that much these days.
Right.
But the staging is such incredible, vibrant location, and everybody's just rehearsing and putting on final decorations. There's team building going on and everybody trying to get in their positions, and I think I cry every year, but it's just an amazing opportunity that we were allowed to move the boat parade to start in the downtown and really add the element of so many more people to be able to see it.
Right, with all those high rises and all those.
Especially now with construction and more, and it's just more and more people being able to
Yes.
see this beautiful event.
It's going to keep growing.
Exactly.
Yeah, instead of 50 million, 100 million.
Yes,
into
right.
Broward
Our
County.
numbers just keep growing and growing and growing.
That's amazing. So I'll just give you a couple minutes. Whatever you would like to tell everybody more about Winterfest, how can they reach you and how can they get involved?
So I do want to say thank you, obviously, to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. When they literally opened their doors, they opened their arms to Winterfest. We were their very first sponsorship, and it is 21 years now, and that's a really long time. And because of them, we've had the opportunity to grow immensely in so many different phases. And anybody who would like to get involved, winterfestparade.com. We work with all our volunteers to figure out what a good fit for them would be, so they're not being plugged into something that's not up their wheelhouse. And so, we do our best with everybody and love our sponsors. Winterfest is a 501c4, and we do have a 501c3 foundation as well, but sponsorship is our lifeblood. We could not live without it. So it's so very important that the companies that are in our area, even national corporations that are involved, really start paying attention, if they haven't, to Winterfest, because there is an opportunity for every single company, person, from kids to adults, and there's something for everybody.
Right. No, I love it. Thank you so much for coming and speaking with me today.
And thank you, Kelly. I love
so much
Tower
more about
Talks.
Winterfest.
This is great. It's great for the members, and you're amazing.
Thank you so much.
So thank you. Call Kelly. Be a member.
Yeah, so thank you so much for tuning into Tower Talks. If you wanted more information, it'll be a link below to winterfestparade.com.
Yes.
And if you are interested in joining the Tower Club Fort Lauderdale, there will be a link, but you could also reach out to me.